as they may perform knack-knacks, supermans, whips, and maybe even a backflip. Next up is the Monster Jam Donut Competition, where our Monster Jam trucks return to the floor to perform.
Yeah, I got 3 pair of colors, and that's red, white, and blue. My favorite road is red dirt. Yeah, I love my big sky blue. I paint my picket fences white, and I got me a front porch view of a flag out in the front yard, just a blowing in the breeze. If you ask me to pick out just one, I can't.
Here presenting our nation's colors is the Milwaukee Fire Department. And to honor America and perform our national anthem, please welcome Antoine Reynolds.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled
Kicking things off, Michaela Toluchka in Megalodon. Going head-to-head against Alex Borden, Stone Crusher. Let's go green! Was Alex Borden in Stone Crusher. Coming up next, Brianna Mahan in Scooby-Doo. And her opponent, Brandon Toluchka, just get her done too. Once again, the winner of that race was Brandon Toluchka, just get her done too. Approaching the line, Weston Anderson, Great Digger. Going head to head against Frank Trouble, Zombie. Once again, that winner, Weston Anderson in Great Digger. Continuing on with our final matchup in round one, Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. Facing off against Jamie Sullivan, Monster Mud Dalmatian.
The fastest four drivers of the event have advanced to this round. And the winners will continue on to the final round to compete for the first 8 points of the event and the racing win. Milwaukee, who's ready for more Monster Jam JCB racing?
Approaching the line, he got his start with Monster Jam in 2018, and he is here in his debut series, Alex Barden, Stone Crusher. Going up against the driver representing his home state right here in Wisconsin, we have Brandon Toluchka, just get her done too. Brandon Toluchka and Just Get Her Done Too in the Monster Jam Racing Finals. These two competitors have been going head-to-head all series long. We have Weston Anderson in Gravedigger right now with one JCB Monster Jam Racing win under his belt, going head-to-head against Jamie Sullivan in Monster Mud Dalmatian with 4 JCB Racing wins under her belt. Who is going to emerge victorious? Milwaukee, it's time to find out! And your winner is Weston Anderson in Gravedigger.
It's time for the Monster Jam JCB Racing Finals. The winner of this race will earn the first 8 points of the event and will take over the #1 spot on the BKT Overall Event Championship leaderboard. Milwaukee, are you ready to meet your Racing Finals contenders?
Approaching the line, he is a second-generation driver here in his 3rd season of Monster Jam. Representing Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Brandon Toluchka, just get her done too. And from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, your Arena Series defending champion, Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. It's showtime! This series, but has really found his footing, understanding how to cut those corners nice and tight, and then accelerate down the straightaway to walk away with the first 8 points of tonight's event. He's going to be standing by right now with Taylor Olivia on the track. Let's hear from our JCB Monster Jam Racing winner, Weston Anderson in Gravedigger, once again securing the first.
Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. I heard you exhaling as you came out of the truck and said, finally, again, I know racing is not your most favorite competition, but you're taking home 2 wins for that competition today.
Man, it feels great. What a better man right there to line up with on the finish line. It's me and my best bud, Brandon Tulechka. I got to spend the week with him and his whole family. They're the most wholesome people on this planet, and I love to whoop his butt just then.
A little family-friendly competition there. We love to see it. Now, we have our Great Clips 2 wheels coming up just next. Anything you've got up that sleeve?
Man, you guys know, Gravedigger right here is going to be on the front 2 tires, and I'm going to let that thing marinate like a piece of chicken on a Sunday night. I'm going to try and get it up there, take the steering wheel off, get all crazy. I don't care. I want to see you fans on your feet, though, every time we hit this track. Come on, Milwaukee, make some noise!
I want you to go home with a prize, but you gotta win it. Sounds good? Yeah, okay, great. So we are going to play the helmet shuffle. Let's do a little tutorial up there on the video board. We're gonna show you exactly how it works. So we're gonna see 3 Monster Jam helmets. Underneath one of them is going to be a trophy, okay? When it lands, those helmets are going to scramble, scramble, scramble. You gotta keep your eye on the trophy. When it stops, we're going to reveal which helmet this will actually be your very first opportunity to score accurately and fairly using judgeszone.com. Taylor, let's remind them exactly what they need to do to get in on the action.
Yes, Christina. So everyone needs to go ahead, take out your phones, and this is everybody because you all are... judgeszone.com. Remember, the code is MIL. Submit those scores right now. You got about 5 seconds left.
Michaela Zalewska in Megalodon with those 2 attempts in the Great Clips 2 Wheel Skills Challenge. Let's take a look at the Super Blue Root Reaction replay. The first attempt that she was going for is what we call a popper, where you pop that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck on the front 2 BKT tires. Didn't have as much momentum needed in order to go into a full vertical position, but the attempt was certainly there. She's setting the bar in the Great Clips 2 Wheel Skills Challenge with a 4.757 for Michaela Zalewska in Megalodon. Coming up next, she's ready to crack the case. Brianna Mahan, Scooby-Doo.
We got some things to do now. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We need some help from you now. Come on, Scooby-Doo, I see you. Telling you got some fun. Jump on me, 'cause I can say when you shake and shiver. Yeah, we gotta rock around, so it's
judgeszone.com. Remember, fans, you only got 20 seconds to cast your scores.
It had great height, great vertical positioning in there. What we look for here, especially with a sky wheelie. That second attempt got some great air. Wasn't in that complete vertical position like a traditional sky wheelie. Take a look at that super glue to the action replay. Again, just great positioning. That's what you want to see. The truck in a complete vertical position as it is going into the air. Let's see what you guys thought of that presentation by Brianna Mahan in Scooby-Doo. Was it enough to take over the top spot? Currently held by Michaela Telechka with that 4.757. And the score for Scooby-Doo is a 6.397. She is going to currently be in first place in the Great Clips 2 Wheel Skills Challenge.
Remember, the code we're using is MIA. Make sure to submit those scores at judgeszone.com. Got 10 seconds left.
An impressive run by Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco. That first attempt was a solid stocky. He put a 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck on the nose. Take a look right there. Balances it on the front two BKT tires. To put that into perspective, the driver is literally looking straight down at the dirt. So it takes a lot of control and restraint in order to execute a trick like that. You can see it right there on the super glue to the action replay. The second attempt, he actually kicked it into reverse and went into what we call a moonwalk up and over the center obstacle. Let's see, was it enough to take over the top spot from Brianna Mahan with that 6.397? And the score for El Toro Loco is... And point number 5-1, we have a new leader and new score to beat. Coming to the track, a Get Her Done 2.
Some noise for Brandon Talachka and Just Get Her Done 2. Head to judgeszone.com. Submit those scores as quickly as you can. You got about 10 seconds left.
Brandon Talachka, Just Get Her Done 2. Showcasing such great control. Take a look right there, the super glue glued to the action replay. Both attempts solid and completed, and absolute control. It takes so much effort in order to balance a 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck, and it takes a lot of intuition as well in order to find that balancing point and stay there, and that is what Brandon Talachka was able to accomplish. Let's see if it was enough to take over the top spot from Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco with that 8.951. And the score for Just Get Her Done 2 is an 8.380. That is good enough to put him currently in second place here in the Great Clips 2 Skills Challenge. But Milwaukee, I did hear a couple of oohs and ahs. Remember, the power is in your hands. So make sure you have judgeszone.com opened on your phone and that you're scoring accurately and fairly for each and every one of these Monster Jam superstars.
Submit those scores at judgeszone.com. Make sure you're using the code NIL.
Weston Anderson in Gravedigger, never afraid to push the boundaries, try something new, and see where he lands. You see that first attempt was that stoppie into a moonwalk that was actually in slow motion as he went up that elevated obstacle. At one point, the truck pivoted in order to land on all 4 BKT tires. That's the pivot I'm talking about right there. You can see it up there on the video board, the super glue glued to the action replay. That second attempt, that popper, and then he accelerates backwards, lands on the 1 BKT tire. It looks for a split second like he might be able to save it, but unfortunately it did flip over. Let's see what you guys thought of that one. Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco is the score to beat with an 8.951, and the score for Grave Digger is an 8.854. That is going to put Weston Anderson in second place in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Now this is a monumental moment because he has gone undefeated for 8 Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenges in a row. And now that he is currently in second place, we are going to have a new winner of the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Stopping into a moonwalk is difficult to pull off once, but she was able to actually execute that back to back. Take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay right now. A lot of control. She's in that complete vertical positioning that we see in a nose wheelie with the front 2 BKT tires on the ground, the back 2 up in the air. And again, the control that she showcases here is a true testament to her development as a driver just over the last 2 years. So let's see what you guys thought of that presentation by Jamie Sullivan in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. You have a few more seconds to lock in those scores and let us know what you thought of that one. That second hit, actually, she went even further with her moonwalk. Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco, an 8.951 is the score to beat. And the score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is an 8.913. So close, a very respectable score for Jamie Sullivan in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. That's going to currently put her in second place in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge.
QR code on the video board. Use the code MIL.
Alex Barden and his Stone Crusher. Let's take a look at that super glue to the action replay. A successful popper onto the center of that elevated obstacle, kicks it into reverse, and then lands off of the elevated obstacle. That second attempt that it looked like he was going for a wheelie, popping it onto the back two BKT tires in that second attempt, wasn't able to get the proper positioning or the momentum to really get that into a vertical position on the back two BKT tires. Let's see what you guys thought of that one. A 4.346 for Alex Barden in Stone Crusher, which means the winner of the Great Clips True Wheel Skills Challenge is Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. The series so far. He just dethroned Weston Anderson in Gravedigger, who up to this point has gone undefeated, going 8 for 8, and now we have a new winner here in the Great Two Skills Challenge. We have El Toro Loco's Fernando Martinez. This is his debut series here with us in Monster Jam. But he is no rookie, and he has proven that time and time again. And we actually see that right here in Milwaukee. He's standing by right now with Taylor Olivia.
Fernando Martinez, your first two-wheel skills win. How are you feeling?
I don't exactly know how to put it into words, Milwaukee. That was probably one of the best two wheels I've had off of that jump, and I can't believe you guys liked it so much that we got the win. Brandon Telechka, Jamie Sullivan, they both had amazing runs. I was surprised we didn't take first, but man, I am so honored to be first, and I'm so honored to take this two-wheel win, snapping the streak of Weston. It feels dang good, man.
Now, as we move into our next competition, our donut competition, how is this great energy going to fuel your next competition?
Honestly, I'm on cloud nine right now, so whatever happens for donuts, I'm good. But one thing is for sure, that doesn't mean I'm gonna back down. Milwaukee, I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna sling that bull all the way around, make it chase his tail, and you guys are gonna love it, I promise.
Let me hear you scream for Kenny Haskell. Now let's get loud for Cowboy Kenny. Now let's light it up for TJ Tiffany. Monster Jam fans, this is the perfect time to pull out those phones. Social media moments right here are in the making. Make sure to tag us at Monster Jam. Here we go. I heard some of the loudest fans were right here in Milwaukee. Come on, y'all can get louder than that. Here we go. Milwaukee, you gotta get as loud as you can because we want to see it live. There we go. Next up is the FMX Best Trick Competition. Each rider will have one attempt at their best best trick while flying from one side of the arena to the other. When the video board turns red, you all will have 20 seconds to submit your scores at judgeszone.com. Make sure to use the code MIL. Milwaukee, who's ready for the FMX Best Trick Competition?
Kicking things off, we call him Jumpin' Jimmy James, US FMX team members. New here to Monster Jam, but not new to the sport. He has been flying through the air since a very young age, keeping up on his training in order to execute some of the hardest tricks in FMX. We are about to witness something great here in Milwaukee. Let's see what he has up his sleeve for all of you amazing fans. A heel clicker.
Make some noise for James May. Go to judgeszone.com, everybody, right now. You got about 15 seconds left to submit your scores.
Take a look at that super glue boot to the action replay as he went up through the takeoff ramp. It looked like he might have been trying to execute a different trick, but then ultimately went into what we call a heel clicker, where the front legs are actually coming forward onto the bike and your heels are clicking before you land on that safety bag. Let's see what you guys thought of that one. A 6.549 for James May. He's setting the bar here in the FMX Best Trick Competition. Coming up next, hailing from Boston, Kenny has been riding since he was only 5 years old, and his career has taken him nationally and internationally. And not only is he such a proficient rider, but Kenny is a dad of 2 young little ones who are actually taking out for him and are already on their bikes. Superman!
Make some noise for Kenny Haskell. Judgeszone.com. Everyone should have their phones out right now, submitting those scores with the code MIL.
You just saw it there on the super glue to the action replay, a Superman. So what he does when he soars through the air, he keeps his left hand on the seat, right hand on the handlebar, and then actually swings his entire body in a Superman-like position, even arching his back slightly so that you can actually see his legs go up ever so slightly in the air. Very impressive. Let's see what you guys thought of that presentation by Kenny Haskell. Was it enough to take over the top spot from James May with that 6.549? The score for Kenny Haskell is a 7.631. We have a new leader and new score to beat. Coming up next, the riders in this sport have been doing this for over 30 years. And much like Kenny, his career has taken him nationally and internationally. He is a 7-time World FMX champion, which is an unbelievable accomplishment. Let's see what he has in store. Unbelievable.
Give it up for Cowboy Kenny. Head on over to judgeszone.com. Make sure to submit those scores as quickly as possible. Remember, we've only got 20 seconds to cast your scores.
A little bit of a variation on a Superman. What he does is he takes off of the takeoff ramp, but he's keeping his hands on the handlebar, and he's taking his body in that horizontal Superman-like position. But if you were looking really closely, he is shifting his body to one side while the bike goes in the opposite direction. Very impressive. Let's see if it was enough to take over the top spot from Kenny Haskell with a 7.631. And the score for Cowboy Kenny is an 8.357. We have a new leader and new score to beat. I'm talking about TJ Tiffany. TJ Tiffany has been riding in Monster Jam for many years. His career in international and national ones. And he's actually a stunt performer as well. He's been featured in a lot of different productions, including Marvel's Avengers Endgame. Rock solid!
Make some noise for TJ Tiffany. Head to judgeszone.com. Submit those scores using the code MIL.
Let's let's unpack this one because a lot happens in a split second. This rock solid soars through the air, okay? Grabs onto the seat, so he does a seat grab. His body is in a horizontal position, and then he lets go mid-air. It happens very quickly. He lets go, grabs the seat, pulls the bike back to his body, and he does all of that before landing safely on that FMS safety bag. Let's see what you guys thought of that. Score to beat is by Cowboy Kenny with an 8.357, and the score for TJ Tiffany is 11.539. The winner of the FMS Best Trick Competition is TJ Tiffany.
That was amazing, but Milwaukee, we're not done yet. I don't know about you all, but I want to see some more from the US FMX team. What do y'all think? All right, well then, I need everyone to get loud, because like Christina said, the louder we get, the higher they go. We're gonna watch all four of these riders fly through the air, back to back, in train formation. All right, so everyone get up on those feet. Let's give them a countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know, Milwaukee. I think you can do better than that. I heard Milwaukee has some of the loudest fans, so let me hear it. Come on. Don't forget to take out those phones. Hashtag Monster Jam. Here we go. Take it away. You know what, before they head out, I think I want to see it one more time. If you want to see the US FMX team one more time, then make some noise! Chant it with me. One more time. 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 Here we go! Give it up one more time for US FMX.
Sound the alarm. I'm coming up. We'll have a ball. I'm sweet like a buttercup. You're a Barbie doll. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall. Won't stop till I get enough. I wanna live right now. Baby, I'm as young as the night. I wanna dance right now. On the floor, you're so alive.
Give it up for Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. Submit those scores at judgeszone.com. Remember, you can scan the QR code right there on the video board.
A solid start to the Monster Jam Donut Competition. Take a look at that super glue glued to the action replay. That had great speed, solid control, and the added flair of creativity. At one point, if you're looking really closely, he actually pops the steering wheel off. You can see it in his hand right there. And he sticks it out the window as he is accelerating in those Monster Jam donuts. So let's see what you guys thought of that one. Very nice little presentation of the wheel by Weston Anderson up there on the video board. Let's see what you guys thought. An 8.602, a very solid start in Monster Jam Donuts.
Give it up for Frank submit your scores at judgeszone.com. Remember, you only have 20 seconds to do so.
Solid speed by Burton Carmel and Zombie. Take a look at that super glue glued to the action replay. If you're looking really closely, you actually start to see those BKT tires start to come off of the track ever so slightly. Now that's a testament to how fast he was going during those revolutions. We did have a little bit of drifting towards those few final rotations. So we look for the consistency. The goal is for them to stay in one spot as they are doing those revolutions, which is actually very difficult to do. Take a look at the video board right now, a 6.670 by Frank Carmel in Zombie. Coming up next, it's time to get a little crazy with Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco.
Make some noise for Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco. Go ahead and scan that QR code up on the video board. Be sure to use the code NIL when submitting those scores.
An interesting approach by Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco. Take a look at that super glue glued to the action replay. He starts off really strong, but then starts to drift towards that elevated center obstacle, which sometimes ends the run for Monster Jam Donuts. However, he found his footing again and continued on with those revolutions. Again, you see it up there on the super glue glued to the action replay. Very impressive by Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco. Let's see what you guys thought of that one. Scores coming in on the video board right now, a 7.731. Good enough to put him currently in second place in Monster Jam Donuts. Coming up next, celebrating 3 seasons of Monster Jam, Brandon Zalutchka, Just Get Her Done.
Make some noise for Brandon Telechka and Just Get Her Done too. Use your phones to submit your scores at judgeszone.com. 15 seconds left.
Take a look at that super glue glued to the action replay. He swings that truck wide, cuts it in, but is not able to really get that acceleration needed. You can see right there, there's a little bit of drifting as he was going through those revolutions. He starts to make a perfect circle, and then that truck does drift a little bit. Didn't get the necessary consistency in order to stay in that one spot, but definitely got the revolutions in there, about 4 or 5 revolutions. Scores coming in on the video board right now of 5.518 for Brandon Telechka, and Just Get Her Done too. It's time to put those fins together for Michaela Telechka in Megalodon.
Put those fins together for Michaela Telechka in Megalodon. Submit your scores at judgeszone.com. And as a reminder, the code we're using is NIL.
Some great consistency by Michaela Telechka in Megalodon. Take a look at that super glue glued to the action replay. It checks off all the boxes. It has great speed. You can see the acceleration. You can see the circle forming on the track. That showcases that the driver is able to maintain the same spot during those rotations. There was slight drifting at the very end, the very last rotation, but prior to that, spot on. Let's see what you guys thought of that one. We're going to remind you the score to beat is Weston Anderson in Gravedigger with an 8.602. And the score for Megalodon is an 8.617. We have a new leader and new score to beat. Coming up next, it's Alex Gordon in Stone Crusher. Let's hear it for Alex Gordon in Stone Crusher. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com. Scan that QR code, slide the BKT tire up or down, and click submit. Let's take a look at that Super Glue Boots, the action replay, a reminder of that donut presentation. We see that side of the track is giving our drivers a little bit of trouble. It took him a second to find the sweet spot on the track, but once he did, he really got some solid rotations in there, some nice consistency. Let's see what you guys thought of that one. Remember, you guys are comparing, okay? Was that a better presentation than that of your current leader? You can see the scores coming in on the video board right now. A 6.180 for Alex Gordon in Stone Crusher. Hailing from Christmas, Florida, Jamie Sullivan, Monster Mud Dalmatian.
Make some noise for Jamie Sullivan in Monster Mud Dalmatian. Submit your scores at judgeszone.com. We got 15 seconds left.
Jamie Sullivan in Monster Mud Dalmatian, giving Michaela Zaleska and Megalodon a run for her money. Let's take a look at the Super Glue Boots of the action replay. Great speed. You can start to see the truck drift ever so slightly, but if you're looking closely, you can actually see the BKT tires start to come off the track. Again, exemplifying great speed, solid acceleration. The dirt conditions play a factor in what these drivers can and cannot do on this track. So let's see what you guys thought of that one. Score to beat Michaela Zaleska and Megalodon at 8.617. And the score for Monster Mud Dalmatian is a 9.267. We have a new leader and new score to beat. Last but not least, here to crack the case in her 9th season of Monster Jam, Brianna Mahan, Scooby-Doo.
Make some noise for Brianna Mahan in Scooby-Doo. Scan that QR code up on the video board to submit those scores at judgeszone.com.
Monster Jam fans, you've heard me just talk about the dirt conditions and how it can either help or hinder these Monster Jam drivers. The dirt is very loose there on the track. She wasn't able to get the traction needed to get those revolutions going. But you know what, Milwaukee? Each and every one of our drivers deserves a huge round of applause for what they do here at Monster Jam. So let's give it up for Brianna Mahan in Scooby-Doo. You have a few more seconds to lock in those scores for Brianna Mahan. Again, a couple more seconds. Scores on the video board at 3.890. This means the winner of Monster Jam Donuts, it's Jamie Sullivan. scored another 8 points in pursuit of the overall event championship here tonight. We've actually seen something we haven't seen a lot of so far this series, which so far all 3 competitions have had a different winner. And now we see this here with Jamie Sullivan again, her second Monster Jam Donut win of the series, taking it for you, all of you fans here in Milwaukee. She's down there on the center obstacle with Taylor Olivia.
Jamie Sullivan, you just scored your second donut competition win of the season. How are you feeling?
Well, I'm feeling great, man. We're so close to this overall for the second time today, so hopefully we can pull it off with a good freestyle coming up.
Now, speaking of that freestyle, I know you love to get on those 2 front tires. Do you have any other secrets up your sleeve today?
This truck's gonna get wild, I'm telling you. We're gonna put that gravedigger in the ground. This puppy loves to dig some holes, so we're gonna see what we can do. Maybe we can pull off a backflip tonight.
You heard it, Monster Jam fans. Milwaukee, make some noise for Jamie Sullivan and Monster Must Nation.
Baby, that's fine. Do you still get blacked out? Too hard. Wait, too far. You're hoping it is. But I take it back. I was acting like a kid. You stupid, I'm being your man. Acting like the world's gonna end. You stupid.
Who thinks it's gonna be Gravedigger? And what about the Crazy Bull, El Toro Loco? All right, let's find out. It's time to go green. And they are off to the races with Megalodon starting off strong. But El Toro Loco is inching closer. We have Gravedigger far behind, but he is now coming through. How did he take the win? We are seconds away from finding out. Oh, and Gravedigger at the very end lost it, which means your winner is Megalodon.
Right time, low light. Still ain't my go-to.
Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco setting the bar in Monster Jam Freestyle. Some really nice big air moments. Take a look at that super glued to the action replay. We got a variation on that sky wheelie there. that was on a little bit of an angle, but right here, that stoppie showing such great control. We talk a lot about control here in Monster Jam. It's such an aggressive sport, but you need to be able to have restraint and control at the same time. And we witnessed that with Fernanda Martinez and El Toro Loco. You can see right there, scores in on the video board, a 7.352. That's gonna be your score beat in Monster Jam Freestyle. Frank Crumble, Zombie.
judgeszone.com, and remember the code is MIM.
Frank Crumble in Zombie. Take a look at that super glue to the action replay. What Frank always does really well is he takes advantage of every side of that elevated obstacle. So if you notice, there are tires in there are log stacks in there, and he really does utilize each side of the elevated obstacle to get variations within his tricks, within his height, within the big air that you witness here at Monster Jam. Let's see what you thought of that freestyle. Score on the video board right now, a 5.025 for Frank Crumble in Zombie. Milwaukee, the clock is called at 41 seconds. As you can see, some of that fiberglass body on that dog actually came off, so the dog, was shedding a little bit. One of our amazing officials was able to take that off, and she will be able to continue on with her Monster Jam freestyle. Milwaukee, I think she needs a little bit of encouragement. Can we give a little bit of love to Jamie Sullivan in Monster Muddown Nation? 41 seconds left on the clock in order to continue with her Monster Jam freestyle run for all of you fans. Icon, let us know what you thought of that freestyle run. She had some big air moments throughout that run. Take a look at the super glued to the action replay right now. As you can see, there is so much air. The front of that Monster Jam truck actually came off. Now take a look at that backflip. It actually looked like it was more of a corkscrew. So she goes into the backflip, but the truck, that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck, actually twists in the air when she lands. Obviously, as you saw, wasn't able to land on all four paws, but let's see, was it enough to take over the top spot from Fernando Martinez in El Toro Loco with that 7.352. And the score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is 9.414. We have a new leader and new score to beat in Monster Jam Freestyle. Clock is currently paused with 25 seconds left. Our Monster Jam officials are assessing the situation on the track to see if he is able to refire and continue on with that Monster Jam freestyle run. And here we go.
Make some noise for Alex Barden in Stone Crusher. Scan that QR code, make your way to judgeszone.com and submit those scores as quickly as possible.
Alex Barden in the Stone Crusher. Some nice moments throughout that freestyle, but something that's very unique that we normally don't see is he actually did a stoppie utilizing the backflip ramp. So the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp is where you see those tires in an elevated obstacle, and he came from the opposite side and then went into, actually I think this might be right there. Super glued to the action replay. We don't often see that, so high risk, high reward going into that stoppie by taking advantage of those tires in the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp. Let's see what you guys thought of that freestyle by Alex Barden in Stone Crusher. A 6.524, good enough to put him currently in third place in Monster Jam Freestyle.
some noise for Michaela Telechka in Megalodon. Submit your scores at judgeszone.com. Remember, you only got 20 seconds.
Michaela Telechka in Megalodon here in Monster Jam Freestyle, taking advantage of the elevated obstacles, taking advantage of the full clock. To put it into perspective, each of our drivers has 75 seconds to showcase their biggest and best moves. We did see some nice air throughout that freestyle. You can see it up there on the super glue to the action replay. As she was soaring through the air, she actually lost some of those fins along the way. Let's see what you guys thought of that performance by Michaela Telechka in Megalodon. Scores are coming in on the video board momentarily. A 6.570. That's good enough to put her currently in third place in Monster Jam Freestyle. Event. We're not 100% sure what happened, but we did see, as I said, her father, Mitch Telechka, come onto the track, check in with his daughter, and now we are going to remove that Monster Jam truck from the track, assess the situation, as I said, to get her ready for tomorrow's event.
Monster Jam fans, I am over here in section 110. I've got a group of cousins here with me, Corey, Justin, and Caden. We are going to play a game of trivia. We love Monster Jam trivia over here. So, like we've done with everything, fans, if you see these boys are struggling, judgeszone.com. You know what to do, Milwaukee. Put your finger on that BKT tire, slide it up or down, and click submit. Some of the biggest air we have seen this entire event just came courtesy of Brandon Telechka in Just Get Her Done Too. Take a look at that super glue to the action replay. Some really nice moments. That air got bigger and bigger in that grand finale at about 10 seconds left. It was very impressive, as was that stoppie when you soar through the air and then you land on the front two BKT tires. It's a very difficult move to pull off, and he was able to achieve it. Let's see what you guys thought of that performance. We have an 8.607, a very respectable score, good enough to put him currently in second place in Monster Jam Freestyle.
Where are you? So help
aggressive freestyle by the Princess of Carnage, Brianna Mahan and Scooby do some really solid moments throughout that freestyle, most notably those sky wheelies where she actually sticks the landing on the back two BKT tires in the center of that elevated obstacle. Very impressive, some really nice air, some stoppies throughout that, solid variations. Take a look at that super glued to the action replay for a reminder of that freestyle run. That's one of those sky wheelies that I was talking about. Then she rolls off of the pod. Take a look at 8.200, good enough to put her currently in third place in Monster Jam Freestyle. Monster Jam fan, that black and green wrecking machine, Weston Anderson, great
Remember, you got 20 seconds to submit those scores, judgeszone.com, and your code is MIL.
Weston Anderson in Grave Digger, getting some great air, some of those wow moments leading up to that tumble. You can see it up there on the super glued to the action replay. So much momentum there, causing that truck to flip over. Thought there was enough to actually get it back on all four BKT tires, but he did leave 33 seconds on the clock, so take everything that you have seen into consideration when scoring at judgeszone.com for Weston Anderson in Grave Digger. Scores are coming in on the video board momentarily. An 8.198 for Weston Anderson in Grave Digger. That means the winner of Monster Jam Freestyle, Jamie Sullivan, Monster Nation. That's 8 more points in pursuit of the overall event championship, but was it enough? Let's add up those scores. 4 in racing, 7 in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge, 8 in Monster Jam Donuts, 8 in Monster Jam Freestyle, for a total of 27 points. Your overall event champion is... Put those puppy paws together! Jamie Sullivan, Monster Nation! She started this event with a brand new transmission, a positive mindset, and here she is, your overall event champion.
Congratulations, Jamie Sullivan, Monster Nation. Are you starting to get used to this feeling of these overall event championships every week?
You know, last year I started out as a rookie. This year we've got 3 overall event wins within 3 weeks. So man, this is awesome. This is such a great feeling. This technician, Nick, he's been so great. I mean, all those UH technicians in the back, I owe it all them, because without that truck being top-notch and running, I couldn't be doing this.
Well, we are not done, Milwaukee. We still have more events coming at you this weekend. Jamie, do you have any words to share with your awesome fans today?
Oh yeah, let me tell you, I'm living my dream. I grew up watching Monster Jam since I was 5 years old. I grew up racing. It's been a family sport, so it's so incredible to see all you families out here, all you little kids out there. Man, you can definitely go chase your dreams. You can become a Monster Jam driver one day as well.
You heard it, everybody. Get those puppy paws up and make some noise for your new overall event champion, Jamie Sullivan and Monster Mud Down Nation.
Congratulations one more time to Jamie Sullivan of Monster Mud Dalmatian Milwaukee. This has been such an electric night of Monster Jam, and we want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time and spending it with us here at the Fiserv Forum. I hope you guys had as much fun as we did. Remember, we are officially on the road to World Finals. We want to see each and every one of you there at SoFi Stadium on May 18th, 2024. So make sure you go into monsterjam.com for all of the details. On behalf of myself, Christina Moore, Taylor Olivia, and all of us here at Feld Entertainment, Milwaukee, that was